Good evening. My name's Parks White. I don't want to talk about myself too much, but I'll just give you a little background on my bio. I finished law school in 2003, came back here to Hart County, studied for the bar. Where my father lives out on this property that's been in our family for over 200 years. My great-grandfather was Mr. Arch Parks. Many of you probably remember him. He was a county registrar from 1959 to 1980. My great-uncle was Pete Herndon, for whom Herndon Stadium is named. I finished law school in 2003, and I went to work in Augusta working for Danny Craig, and I'm so glad I got to work in that DA's office. Because in that time, Danny let me try, I prosecuted 700 felonies, tried 4 to 6 jury trials, and tried more cases in the time I was there than any other ADA in the office. In 2007, I joined the Navy. I defended sailors and Marines and Coast Guardsmen as a JAG for 4 years. And you want to talk about life experience? I sailed around South America as an embarked staff judge advocate, and I went to Iraq, where I worked in the prosecution of a group called ISIS, with special operators.
You have to have a lot of life experience to know how to give and administer exact justice.
Now, Mr. Campbell, I don't want to get on the defensive here, but I'll tell you some things he's never done. He's never prosecuted a murder. He's never put a child molester in prison. He's never put a burglar in prison. He's never put a thief in prison. He's never put a rapist in prison. And he wants the chance to try it out, to just give it a go, see if he can be the district attorney.
Now, I want you to know I'm running for district attorney for 3 reasons. The first reason is fiscal responsibility. And I've said a lot about that, but the main thing I want you to understand about fiscal...
Well, you want to talk about physical responsibility? Let's talk about physical responsibility. Mr. Campbell was responsible as the state court judge in Elbert County for 12 years. In 2009, at the height of the economic downturn, Mr. Campbell, who worked 32 days a year as the state court judge, which is all required, insisted upon a pay increase for himself. So $39,000 a year for 32 days worth of work, and he wanted it to go up to 46. You scale that out to a full year, that's $367,000, or would be equivalent. I make less than the average first-year associate in an Atlanta law firm. This man wants my job. Why do you think that is? You think it's because he's doing so well in his law practice?
All right, Mr. Campbell, this question is for you. What is your biggest criticism of our current district attorney, and why are you a better choice for the citizens of Franklin County?
Number one, to be fiscally responsible. He came into office in 2013. The budget was about $119,000. His current budget now is $140,000. So he hasn't stayed within his budget. He has kept going back and back and back and asking for more and more money and staff. And when they say no, he becomes combative with them. The second thing is his combative nature. And that is, if you try to discuss a case with him, you're met with confrontation. Sit down with the attorneys, work the cases out, and the system will move quicker.
But I tell you, do you want someone who's going to kowtow to defense attorneys and give what they want defending you? If you have a family member, a loved one, your daughter has been abused by someone, do you want someone who's going to work it out with the defense? Or do you want someone who's going to get in and fight and try to eat the guts of the other guy every single day? Because that's what we're here for. We're not here to make friends with defense attorneys. We're not here to be friends with bondsmen or any member of the criminal defense bar. We're here to represent the work of law enforcement and do our best to put an end to crime and fight for you.
We conduct training sessions with law enforcement because their work product comes to us. We want to represent their work better in court every day. We don't associate with many attorneys. We don't hang around the bar association. We associate with cops because we like them. We know that they're out there dogging justice every day. They're trying their best to keep this community from falling apart, because so much more dangerous than foreign terrorists, so much more dangerous than domestic terrorists, are the selfish, violent, lawless individuals within your community who want to tear your community up. And we stand on that wall every day, and we push and we push and we push to fight and stamp down those who would harm you, harm your children, break into your homes, steal your things. We have 400 cases per ADA. We have 6 assistant district attorneys to represent 5 counties. Athens has 20 22 full-time prosecutors. They sent 191 people to prison last year. We sent 273. Yes, we are hard, we are mean, and we are angry. Do you want a prosecutor who's going to be weak and soft on crime? Or do you want someone who's going to get in every day and do their best to crush the other side and grind them under our heel? Prosecution is not vindictive, but it is retributive. We exert a monopoly on revenge. People cannot take it individually, so they need someone to do it. Who do you want to do it? A warrior for justice or this man? I'd ask for your vote for 4 more years so I can continue to crush crime. Thank you.
Yeah, once again, I have the numbers here. If you want to see the comparative stats between every other circuit around us, their number of staffing and the numbers we put in prison, we'll be glad to show them to you. Just come on up and we'll have a discussion about it. But I make less than the average first-year associate in a Atlanta law firm. I'm one of 9 district attorneys in the state of Georgia that does not receive a local supplement. Never asked for 1 dime for myself, and I will not ask for a dime for myself. But I'm asking for more resources for my people to do the job better, because it's an important job. Now, I want you to ask yourself why a failed lawyer whose partnership went out of business wants to make less than the average first-year associate in an Atlanta law firm. Because he needs a government job. Because that's how successful he's been at as an attorney in his 50s, is that he wants this job that pays that little because he can't do it on his own. I do this because I love public service. I've always been a public servant, and if you don't want me here again, I understand. And I'll go do it somewhere else. But I really like the chance to serve you once more, to dig in and fight once more for all of you, to try our best to put an end and to stop the people out there that would hurt you and your families. Thank you very much.
All right, y'all. Thank you very much again.